What was you say is one thing you want to be when you were younger? Like a dream you had.
So my dream was to be just like Raven Simone. That's So Raven.
Okay.
Because she could sing, she could dance, she could act, she was pretty, she was funny. And that kind of started my journey into wanting to be like on TV, you know. So
could you sing though?
A little bit.
Okay.
I can sing a little bit. Of course, you know, with training and stuff, it could probably be better, but I could definitely hold a note. I just sang on a few songs.
Now, you went to Columbia College. Like, what was your major at Columbia College?
I changed it 3 times.
Okay.
So I started in broadcast journalism. Then I went to fashion design because my mom is a designer. And then I went to marketing. And then I didn't graduate from Columbia because our house caught on fire. So it was hard. They took away all my credits from the whole semester, and it discouraged me. So I was just like, why would they do that? They was already taking so much money. So, you know, I went back to a media school, Illinois Media School, to do broadcast journalism.
Did they take your credits because you couldn't afford to pay or something?
So the way it happened, I was doing pretty good the whole first semester, the fall semester. And then in November of 2011, our house was a part of a 3-building fire.
Okay.
And basically, I was out of school for that next 2 weeks because my family was going through it, the whole homeless thing, like needing a place to go, trying to figure out what's next. It's a 7-person family, you know, so my mom and dad trying to balance it, plus me being in college, trying to go to school. I was staying with my friends at the dorms. They were feeding me. But Columbia, because I had missed those 2 weeks and didn't take the final, they withdrew the whole semester worth of credits. And then they told me they wouldn't pay me back for them. And they say, well, it's not necessarily you failing, but you could take these over. But I'm like, but you didn't pay me back. And I don't have, you know, this is an expensive school. So the next semester, I went to Harold Washington College just to try to get my associate's degree or something. But I was also trying to balance taking care of myself. I had to get an apartment. Well, I didn't have to. I chose to not be a stress on my parents and the other 4 kids. So I got an apartment, a full-time job that I worked on weekends. So I was working like 10, 12 hours Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and going to school, and letting 2 of my sisters stay with me because they needed to go to school at Kenwood. So it was really just like a very traumatic time that really just changed my perspective of what it means to be a hustler and how to grow into being able to be self-sufficient.
That definitely sounds like a lot for a young adult to have to go through. And a lot of people say they got it out the bud, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be lying. But for you to go through these things and come out okay, like that says a lot about who you are as a person.
It was definitely tough. And I think sometimes I'm getting better with like not crying about it because I was 19. You know, trying to get the degree, trying to do it the traditional way. And a lot of people don't know that my family lost everything. You know, my family was, outside of me getting an apartment, my family struggled being homeless for about a year. We were on the news, everything. And it was kind of embarrassing at the time because it's like, man, like we just look so ridiculous. And I never wanted to be in those videos. I never wanted to be in those news articles. So I was like, I got to help my family change the dynamic, and I'm not ever going back home after this point, you know. And people know me for being happy and like this unicorn and like super positive and also very vulnerable, but they don't know where that vulnerability started. And it started the moment that we lost everything, you know, except each other. And the way that fire happened, my whole family would have been dead. You know, like, except my little sister and my little brother and my mom and dad. Three daughters would have died. You know, 3 of us would have died, but it was like a divine intervention type thing with the way that the night happened and how God played a role in us being closer and realizing that our lives are more important than the material. So, you know, I definitely got it out the mud. And, you know, I'm sure people do feel like in their situation that they're getting it out the mud. I wouldn't say that they're lying, it's just struggle is different for everybody.
Yeah.
But people don't know that part of me. They think, a lot of people think I was handed a lot of the stuff that comes with me or my brand, but it's like, no, I built it literally just me, from the marketing to everything, to the radio show. Like, that was like all me, and just like being good at it and just like taking advantage of the fact that people believed in my dreams.